Less than tape data end equals 387 data start equals 80 greater than. What a start for Paris Saint-Germain in their first ever FIFA Club World Cup campaign. On a sweltering afternoon in Pasadena, under the blistering California sun, PSG sent out a thunderous message to the football world by dismantling Atletico Madrid 4-0 in front of over 80,000 fans at the iconic Rose Bowl. Less than P data end equals 83, 1 data start equals 389 greater than. It was a match that had everything: goals, controversy, flair, heat, and a sense of inevitability about PSG's superiority. From the very first whistle, the European champions were in complete control. They had nearly 83% possession within the first quarter of an hour, smothering Atletico with a high press and crisp, confident passing. Fabian Ruiz opened the scoring with a clinical low strike in the 19th minute, a warning of things to come. Less than P data end equals 1095 data start equals 833 greater than just before halftime. Vitinha, a man who seems to be enjoying the season of his life, glided through the center and tucked home PSG's second with poise and precision. His movement, timing, and calm finish summed up his growing influence in this star-studded squad. Less than P data end equals 1422, data start equals 1097 greater than. The second half didn't change the story much. Atletico did briefly threaten when Julian Alvarez had the ball in the back of the net, but VAR ruled it out for a foul in the build-up. That moment of hope quickly disappeared when Clement Lenglet, already on a yellow, was sent off for dissent. A truly bizarre and costly mistake. Less than P data end equals 1737, data start equals 1424 greater than. Then came the late flurry. Young substitute Seni Mayulu, who already scored in the Champions League final, added a third with a composed finish. Moments later, after a VAR check for handball against Robin Lenormand, Lee Kang-in stepped up and coolly slotted the penalty to make it 4-0. Game, set, and dominance. Less than P data end equals 2107, data start equals 1739 greater than. The match was not without its challenges. With temperatures hovering around 31 degrees Celsius, players were forced to take cooling breaks just to cope. You could see the strain etched across their faces. Still, PSG never wavered. Their energy, even in the searing heat, was relentless. Luis Enrique managed his squad perfectly, mixing experienced heads with energetic young talent. Less than P data end equals 2431 data start equals 2109 greater than. What stood out most was the message this game sent. PSG didn't just win, they controlled, dictated, and overwhelmed. This wasn't just about 3 points in Group B. This was a continuation of the form that saw them claim the treble last season. Since January alone, they've netted over 100 goals. That is simply staggering. Less than P data end equals 2783 data start equals 2433, greater than. Atletico Madrid, on the other hand, looked a shadow of themselves. There were flashes of their usual grit, but they couldn't keep up. Diego Simeone's frustration was visible throughout, especially after the disallowed goal and Lenglet's red card. Even an open goal chance for Alexander Sorloth late on, inexplicably missed, summed up Atleti's evening. Less than P data end equals 298, O data start equals 2785 greater than. As PSG gear up to face Botafogo next, and Atletico prepare for Seattle Sounders, one thing is certain: the Club World Cup has its frontrunner, and they wear blue, red, and a whole lot of swagger. Less than P data end equals 3113 data is last node equals data is only node equals data start equals 2982 greater than. If this performance was anything to go by, someone's going to have to be truly exceptional to stop PSG from lifting another trophy. Stay subscribed for more videos.